Thank you, and good morning everybody on my behalf as well. My name is Jarkko Turunen and I'm heading Open Banking Development in Nordea Bank. What does that mean then? So basically what we are doing is we are opening up the bank data and services as APIs for anyone's possession, so you guys can build services on top of that. But the technology bit is just a tiny part of what we are doing. So basically we also are looking into other things on how can we make the collaboration with external partners much easier than it has been in the bank before. So we are looking at things like compliance and risk management, etc. Risto also mentioned in his opening about the culture, and I see one of the key things being heading Open Banking Development that I also bring the cultural change to the people in the bank. So we are definitely running a change in our bank on the culture as well. But then if I move into open banking, so basically one of the drivers for open banking is the new regulation, PSD2, GDPR are changing that. And definitely there will be a lot of more competition with banks. There are new players that will be serving the customers. However, we have seen in our journey, which started more than 2 years ago, that it's actually a great benefit for us as a bank to be here in open banking, open up the data and services, and then collaborate with third parties and fintechs. And basically, what we are doing is opening up the data in our core systems and then building these open APIs on top. And what that enables is for third parties to create services using the data and the services that we have in the bank, the basic banking products. And this then enables us, I mean, we are a bit burdened in when doing our changes in our applications and core systems. We are burdened by regulation and we are relatively slow to change. But when we are teaming up with third parties, then we see a lot more innovation happening, and also there will be faster time to market with new services using the bank products behind. So, where we are with open banking in Nordea. We launched the first public site on open banking in February this year. And we thought that, okay, we want to try this technology out and we need like maybe 20, 50 companies to use our platform so that we can test the technology and see that everything works. But that didn't quite happen. So when we launched this ambition, being the first Nordic bank to launch the ambition on open banking, in the first 3 days we got more than 300 companies signing up. And then when we closed this before Easter, because we had sort of got to the target of getting enough people for testing it, then we had more than 700 companies signed up. And it was not just signing up and kind of being there, but they were also very enthusiastic about us being there and offering this financial data and APIs. So we then shifted our thinking a bit, and instead of just running for the compliance APIs, we started to look at the commercial opportunities much earlier than initially anticipated. So we started to do a lot of blogging. We started to talk with fintechs more, invited them to workshops. We also let everybody in. I mean, initially we talked about 20 companies maybe for the sandbox platform, but now we have opened our API sandbox to all the 700, and actually during the slush last week we also opened it up for anyone to try out. So please do and take a test run. We also have established a dedicated partner organization to work with third parties. So basically, right now we are working with both the PSD2 APIs to become compliant, but then at the same time we are looking into the opportunities in working together with partners and creating an ecosystem around open banking. And we are in the long run, we are also creating a platform for our solutions, and we are inviting all the fintechs and corporates to work together with us on this platform that we are building, so that we can really create new services together. If I look at the data on what sort of things there are, what sort of applications the partners are building on our platform right now, it's a lot about services for consumers and also services for maybe small, medium enterprises targeted on finance management, etc. But if I then turn a bit to the topic of the day, which is rebooting the Finland and what we can do in Finland to make this open banking more attractive. I definitely see an opportunity area when it comes to creating services for larger corporates. But then, of course, when we talk about larger corporates, as we have seen today, then many of these same technologies will be also, and services will be also applicable for smaller corporates. So there are opportunities when we look at the global corporates and how they do payments and reconciliation, also in terms of financing these companies. And I guess in the afternoon we will have the Fintech workshop to talk something about that. But then also I would like to mention the other workshop run by Kirsi Larkiala, and they are specifically looking into the trade finance opportunities in this space. So I see that as a great opportunity as well. But then, of course, if we just focus the Fintech development on the financial services, I think it could become a bit boring. So I really look forward to also initiatives which are combining the industry expertise in different segments and bringing the banking products as part of that to make the whole consumer journey easier and more interesting. To round up, open banking is definitely about the cultural change. So it's not only about creating the marketplaces and APIs and all these technological things, but we see it as a great opportunity to change our culture and work together with third parties to really change how banking is done in the future. Thank you.